Hey there everyone, welcome back to the guide. Next up in the series, we'll be collecting 100 coins on Pianta Village. Alright, it's time to collect 100 coins on the final major stage of Super Mario Sunshine. And I'm going to be doing this here in Episode 5. I like doing this in Episode 5 because Yoshi is actually a huge help for this. There may also be some extra coins down here on the underside of Pianta Village, because this is the episode where you come down here for the secret stage, but I might be wrong about that, don't quote me on that. But in reality, the real reason I'm doing Episode 5 is for Yoshi, and you'll see why here in a little bit. But first, we'll hop down here and hop from mushroom to mushroom. As you can see, there's quite a few to be collected, especially on this mushroom. Look at this. If you do a ground pound in the middle of that one being the one with kind of the yellow or green spots on it. If you do a ground pound there in the middle, there's just a huge explosion of coins. I don't even know how many that was. It was a ton, though. Probably the most I've ever seen pop up in a single spot, like from a single action. But anyway, enough about that. We'll go ahead and finish collecting these last couple of mushrooms worth of coins, if you will. And then I'm going to go ahead and get back to the top side of Pianta Village by kind of doing a little bit of a shortcut here. I'm going to kind of fall off on purpose and then hover back so that I can do the monkey bars thing and get all the way back up here. If you're a little bit nervous about doing what I did just there, you can probably just jump along the mushrooms way back to the beginning of the stage. That last mushroom is kind of like a giant trampoline and it'll bounce you right back up to the top. But anyway, having done all that, really the only other thing I want to do here, and it's really all we're going to need to do in order to collect 100 coins and finish this one off, is to grab the fruit that Yoshi wants, and using him, we're just going to eat a bunch of bees for the rest of the video. Yes, there's actually a beehive over here. Oh man, what was that throw? That was awful. But yeah, there's a beehive over here, and there's also a beehive near the spa on the opposite side of the level. And of course, you can knock these down using Yoshi's fruit juice, and you can eat the bees, and for every bee that you eat, you'll spawn yourself a coin. Just make sure you grab them before they disappear. It's pretty easy to just like sit here and just spawn a bunch of coins, but then all of a sudden they're all expiring at once. Luckily, of course, they're going to sort of spawn all on top of each other, so it's not really that big of a problem. But interestingly, that beehive right there, if I'm not mistaken, has 20 bees in it, and the beehive that we're running over to see right now has 30. I have no idea why they don't have matching numbers of bees, but I guess it's more realistic that they don't. It's just sort of a interesting little oddity there for you. And if you get to this point and you eat all these bees in this beehive and you're still a little bit short, another thing you can do is to ground pound the nose of the statue on the left-hand side of the screen there. It won't spawn a huge number of coins. I think it's like 8 or 10 maybe. So if you need just a little tiny bit more, you can do that. Ground pound the nose, spawn a few more, and maybe it'll get you there. Oddly, the beehive here actually respawned when I got too far away. I don't know if I've ever seen that happen before. I guess it's a normal thing. And at this point, I'm looking at how many bees are here, and I actually thought that since it did respawn, I was like, did it spawn a second pack of bees? Because I'm just looking at how many are here. It's just like, it looks a little bit ridiculous to me. But I went back and tested it, and no, it actually, this is the normal amount of bees. It's just a bunch. 30 coins all in one spot, so it's pretty good. But anyway, there you go, spawning us the shine. Not too bad of a 100 coin shine, in my opinion. I mean, there is some, sketchy parts going down to the lower area of Pianta Village and, jumping from mushroom to mushroom. That could be sort of stressful, but if you take care of that first, in my opinion, do it first, because if you make a mistake down there, it'll be, earlier in your run and you won't have to redo as much stuff over. In any case, that's how I collect that shine. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.